Hi, can you solve this wonderful Olympiad question? Okay, it's actually easy. It's not a hard one. First thing we need to do is to try to figure out how to simplify this. Let me put it that way. Now, when you look at this, we have that, recall that a to the power of m raised to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m multiplied by n, all right? And this can also be written as a to the power of n raised to the power of m. Okay, now let's look at what we have and see what we can do with this information or this law. So we can write this as x to the power of what? 3 multiplied by 1 over 2, right? Yes, because 3 times 1 will give us 3 over 2. Okay, minus, now the same thing here, 3 to the power of 3 multiplied by 1 over 2 is equal to 0. All right, now let me bring them in and bring the 3 the other side. So I can write this as x to the power of 1 over 2. I don't even know why I did not write it like that in the first place. Pardon me, please. So raised to the power of 3 minus 3 to the power of 1 over 2 raised to the power of 3 is equal to 0. Yes, because I'm trying to form an algebra identity, and now I have one. Yes, I have one, because a to the power of 3 multiply minus b to the power of 3 is equal to what? A minus b multiplied by a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay, so I have an identity for this. Now in this case, our a is equal to x to the power of 1 over 2, and our b is what? 3 to the power of 1 over 2. All right, now also recall that any number to the power of half means the square root of that number. That means that we can rewrite this as what? Square root of x raised to the power of 3 minus square root of 3 raised to the power of 3 is equal to 0. Now let's express this in that identity form that I just explained. So this is our a and this is our b. So this is equal to a minus b, that is root x minus root 3, multiplied by a squared, that is root x squared, root x squared, okay, all right, plus ab, that is root x multiplied by root 3, right? Root x multiplied by root 3 plus b squared, that is root 3 squared, root 3 squared. All right, is equal to 0. Now let's continue. Looking at what we have here, we have what? Square root of x minus square root of 3. Okay, now raised to the power multiplied by root x squared. This is going to cancel this, so we have x remaining, right? Now plus root x multiplied by root 3 can be written as root what? 3 times x, which is root 3x. Okay, now plus the same thing will happen here. We have only 3 remaining, is equal to 0. Okay, it's time for me to turn this way. Now we have two values of we have two brackets that are equated to be equal to 0. So we can actually say that root x minus root 3 is equal to 0, or that x plus root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, all right, now from here we can write that root x is equal to minus root 3 will cross to become plus root 3. If we raise each side of this equation to the power of 2, this is going to cancel this. We have x is equal to this, we cancel this, we have 3. Now this is the first value of our x. Now for this second value, we can write, permit me to clean this. Okay, for the second value we can write that root 3x, right, is equal to minus x minus 3. All right, because 0 minus x minus 3 is still minus x minus 3. Okay, now let's square both sides because I want to remove this square root. Let's square both sides. So we are going to have that 3x is equal to what? Minus x minus 3 squared. Now, we have another identity that states that a minus b squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Now, in this case, our a is minus x and our b is 3. Okay, so we are going to express this in this form. So we are going to have that 3x is equal to, so we are going to have minus x squared, right? Minus x squared as our a squared minus 2ab, that is 2 multiplied by a, which is minus x, multiplied by b, which is 3, okay, plus b squared, that is 3 squared, 3 squared. All right, now we have that 3x, okay, is equal to minus x squared becomes plus x, right? Plus x squared. Now, minus times minus is plus. Now, 2 times x is 2x, and 2x times 3 will give us 6x, right? Plus 3 squared is 9. Okay, now let's collect like terms, okay? So we can now write that x squared plus 6x plus 9. Now let's transfer this to this side. Minus 3x is equal to 0. Now permit me to clean this. We don't really need it anymore. We don't need them anymore. All right, so we now have that x squared. Now 6x minus 3x will give us 3x, right? So we have plus 3x. All right, now plus 9 is equal to 0. So what do we do from here? We now have a quadratic equation. So let's solve. We are going to solve this using the quadratic equation formula. And have you subscribed yet? Please subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss my amazing videos. Okay, so if this is the first time you're coming across this channel, all right, and please don't forget to like, comment and share. It means a lot to me. It helps the algorithm to push my videos to those that really need it. Okay, all right, now like I said, we are going to use the quadratic equation formula that states that x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So that simply means that x is equal to, now here our a is equal to 1, that is the coefficient of x squared. Our b is equal to 3, the coefficient of x, and our c is equal to 9. So we can now write this as x is equal to minus b, that is minus 3, plus or minus square root of b squared, that is 3 squared, which will give us 9, minus 4ac, that is 4 times 1 times 9, okay, and 4 times 9 is 36, right? 36 divided by 2a, that is 2 times 1, which will give us 2. So our x is minus 3 plus or minus square root of minus 27, all right, divided by 2. So we can write that x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus. Now let's simplify 27. If we simplify this 27, what can divide this 27? It should be 3, and we have 9, right? So 9 times 3 will give us 27. So this is the perfect square and this is the ordinary number. So we can now rewrite 27 as what? Square root of minus square root of 9 multiplied by square root of 3 multiplied by square root of minus 1, because of this minus sign. Okay, now divided by 2. All right, please permit me to clean this side and solve from here. All right, so this is what we have now. All right, that x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus, now square root of 9 will give us 3, so we have root 3, but root minus 1 will give us I, divided by 2. So that means that x is equal to, let's factorize 3 out. So we bring out 3. When this is divided by 3, we have -1 plus or minus, this will remain, √3 will remain, and I, right, divided by 2. That means the other values of our x are what? That x2 is equal to 3 bracket -1 plus √3i, okay, divided by 2, and the third one is equal to 3 bracket -1 minus √3i divided by 2. Now, this is the third value of our x. The only real value that we got is that x is equal to 3. So when we replace this place with 3 now, so you're going to have 3 to the power of 3 over 2 minus 3 to the power of 3 over 2 is equal to what? 0. And you can see that that is true. That means the solution is right.